Hey guys, it's iDavis from the Czech community and welcome back. In this video, we assume that you are already familiar with the basics of the Ancient Wonders feature. If not, I recommend you to also watch the former tutorial on this topic on our channel. And we are going to dive deeper into what Ancient Wonders have to offer, which wonders should not escape your attention throughout the game, and some cool strategies that will help you with increasing the power of the wonders in your city. So take a seat and subscribe to our channel so that you always keep it up with latest news from Elvenar. The thing that you should always keep in mind when you are deciding to place a new wonder into your city is that getting an overall progress in leveling wonders is an expensive and a long-term matter. It might take you a lot of time and resources to get your wonder into high level, and that's why the first thing that I want to mention is to focus only on the wonders that you consider to be the most efficient ones for your city. The opposite scenario that I sometimes see other players to be doing, and which I don't consider to be much beneficial for a player, is that they simply build all the wonders that they unlock, and as they are receiving knowledge points, they are spreading those into so many wonders on the playfield. This, in my opinion, means not only consuming a space by wonders which actually provide just a minor or not so important effects for your city, but also lacking resources for more efficient wonders, which could otherwise go into much higher levels and provide much better effects. I wonder which wonders should I place the first, I hear you asking, and that's why I'm going to give you an idea about which wonders I consider to be most worthy of placing. So let's make a quick playthrough of the game and let's highlight some of the milestone wonders that you can unlock. In the previous video, the Golden Abyss already shined as one of the most important wonders, but this time, let's move on to the more advanced wonders that guest races have to offer. Starting with dwarves, the Mountain Halls is another important wonder for your population next to the Golden Abyss. It provides population in exactly the same way, so as a certain number of percent based on your working population in the city, and also increases the production of your boosted standard goods by up to more than 160%. This combination of effects make this wonder, in my opinion, to be one of those must-have wonders, and it's not surprising that it is to be found in so many cities. As soon as Wood Elves say goodbye to your city, they leave you with a Flying Academy in your hands. This wonder not only produces mage units, which is the unit especially useful for humans, but also increases the training speed of Mercenary Camp, which, for both races, trains a couple of best units in the later stages of the game, which are especially powerful after they receive the 3rd star from the research. As I am having this wonder almost fully leveled, I see a significant increase of the training speed in this military building and saw a lot of advantages in my tournament performance. When the sorcerers take their journey to your city, you will not be left empty-handed, and the Dragon Abbey is for sure one of the best sources for mana production in the game. This wonder, next to increasing the damage of your mage units on the battlefield, provides a certain amount of mana for every enchantment that you cast in your city. All you need is to participate in tournaments enough, obtain a stack of enchantments every week, and you will be ready to deal with almost any lack of mana you will face. After placing this wonder into my city and leveling it high enough, I can say that it pretty much handles most of my mana requirements, and therefore I could afford to lower the amount of the other mana production buildings in my city and save a lot of space for other important productions out there. Halflings chapter is one of those unique chapters which motivated me enough to place both wonders into my city. The first one, Temple of the Toads, provides significant support for the heavy range units, as it is not only producing them, but also increasing their damage, which comes especially useful during tournaments, requiring heavy range units in your composition. The other one, Elvenar Trade Center, I like for its effect of increasing the power of magical manufacturing, which comes especially handy with the sentient goods that you unlock very soon after the Halflings chapter. What I use this wonder for most is casting such enhanced magical manufacturing enchantments on my sentient goods manufactories, and this combination leads to a massive increase in my production. So for the same amount of seeds, which is a very limited resource, I can produce much more sentient goods. Moving on, I cannot forget about the Constructs chapter, which is in my opinion the best rewarding chapter in terms of wonders that it provides. The Simia Sapiens, which gives you additional units for each collection from any of your military buildings, and decreases the decay of all types of sentient goods. This effect is especially helpful in the following chapters, in which the sentient goods requirements rise into very high numbers. The second wonder, the Time Warp, which is also my personal favorite, increases the production of sentient goods, similarly to what we could see in case of mountain halls and standard goods, but the effect that this wonder is most popular for is the tournament cooldown reduction. Have you ever struggled with catching all 6 rounds during the tournament? Well, so did I, but after leveling this wonder enough, it became a very nice pleasure to play all the available rounds during the tournament and benefit from all of them what's possible. Concluding the list of these must-have wonders, the Elvenars chapter brings the Thermal Spring of Youth wonder into your city. This is, next to the Golden Abyss and Mountain Halls, the third population providing wonder, and as the population is one of the most demanding in-game commodities, it's no doubt that this wonder provides significant support. It increases the population in each residential building in your city. However, this effect is therefore not applied to even culture population hybrids, so to get the most out of this wonder, I recommend you to put most of the source of your population in your city on the residential buildings, and those population providing even buildings use only as an additional support, not as the main source. This wonder has also great potential when it comes to its growth in the future, even if you are not constantly upgrading it to higher levels, as its effect and the total population it provides is increasing with every upgrade of any of your residential buildings, so after reaching any of the following chapters. From the game design aspect, this might, in the later chapters, actually become a need, as this wonder might end up providing a massive amount of population compared with the other buildings out there, and the game requirements might actually start counting with the player to have this wonder, and the game can get very difficult otherwise. Hence, this wonder is definitely my recommendation in these high chapters. Let's conclude this video with one of the best known strategies for maximizing your Ancient Wonder levels. The main resource for upgrading wonders are the knowledge points. However, donating knowledge points to the wonders of other players is more beneficial for you instead of donating to your own wonders, since for such a participation in other players' wonder, you might receive bonus knowledge points after the research is completed. Over time of the game's evolution, players found several smart ways of exchanging the knowledge points between each other in order to maximize these rewards. One of the best known strategies is the so-called knowledge point swapping threads. For this, it is required to run a conversation inside the in-game messages, usually within a player's fellowship. The number of such conversations might be even more than one, differing in the number of knowledge points that are being donated in each. So ideally, each conversation is marked with this number in its subject. In these discussions, a player's task is to type a name of his designated wonder and sequentially donate knowledge points into the wonder of the player who wrote before him. The following player, who comes after, puts the name of his wonder and then donates the specific number of knowledge points to the wonder of the player before. This way, you have a guarantee that the number of knowledge points you donate into someone else's wonder is not only returned to you, but you also have a chance of receiving many rewards on the top of that if you end up being one of the top contributors of the other player's wonder. These rewards especially include additional knowledge points in a shape of Ancient Knowledge instance, which is the main reason why do players used to play this minigame so much. It's much more beneficial to handle knowledge points this way compared with only filling your own wonders for which you can't receive any additional rewards. And with that being said, that's what I have prepared for this video, so thank you for watching, don't forget to join us by subscribing, and I will see you next time.